You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
Oh, well, y'all, I just don't know. I just don't know what we're going to talk about today. I thought I knew. I woke up knowing, but then stuff get jumbled up. So I just don't know what we're going to talk about today. But I know it's going to be some NBA, and I know it's going to be some NFL, and I know it's going to be some Major League Baseball. And you know what? I might even throw a Braves report in there. Shit, I don't even know. I'm gonna make you the show. I'm trying, y'all. You're gonna have to carry me for a little while, but I promise you, I'll get there. I may not make it there with you, but I'm trying, y'all. Nah, for real. Episode 334. let's see what we got to go. Okay, we know we got a lot to talk about, so we're gonna figure it out. But anyway, episode 334. Let's open that show and start down.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red and Rev Sports Show with Red and Coach coming to you live from the ATL Show. With Rev coming to you live from the Keystone State, Pennsylvania, in particular, Coachville. We come to give you real sports talk because we are real sports fans. Who are real sports athletes who have what, gentlemen? Real sports knowledge. So hang out with your boys, Red Rev Coach, for episode 334 of the Red and Rev Sports Show. And as is our custom, we're going to turn our numbers attention to Coach Patrick Thomas to give us something or someone dealing with those three numbers, 3, 3, and 4. What you got for us, Coach?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This one is easy. I don't have to go too far with this one. This guy, I can't believe he's a 3-time second team All-Pro. He should have been All-Pro every year when he came in the league from that school, which I should not name, on Lynch Street. I ain't gonna call the name, but number 34 goes to Sweetness himself, Walter Payton, the man who was robbed of a touchdown in the Super Bowl by Mike Ditka, but I ain't gonna hold that against him because he wanted to give Refrigerator Perry, God rest his soul, a touchdown. Whoop-de-doo. Payton should have got one. But anyway, Walter Payton, 34. Sweetness.
All right, you didn't do nothing with that first 3, though, Coach.
Yes, I did. I said 3-time All-Second team.
Oh,
yes, sir.
All-Second team.
Unfortunately, he should have been All-Pro the first. All-Pro.
All right, man. All right. We definitely deal with 3 and 4. The second 3 and 4. Walter Payton, Sweetness. You didn't say nothing about God rest his soul, Coach. He's kind of deceased too, ain't he?
Yes, he's the man. He's the man of the year named after him. And again, I was too busy focusing on the fact that Mike Ditka didn't get that man a chance to run a touchdown in his only Super Bowl. I got to let that go.
All right. So you got issues with Mike Ditka.
I do, because Sweetness came from the state of Mississippi, and he, like I said, he went to that school on Lynch Street, but that's okay.
That school would be Jackson State.
He did. That's cool.
And I think if Kelly were on the show, she would say the Jackson State.
Yeah, I'm looking for her. I'm waiting on her to come roll up anytime soon, anytime.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach, for giving us that numbers. Attention to Sweetness, and we want to welcome everybody to the Red and Rev Sports Show. Of course, we want to welcome Revanite Nation. It seems like our leadership is in place today. Our president hadn't been on the show, just like me, for a while, and he coming in, taking the VP's job, slamming the gap. He said, I guess that's what the president's supposed to do. What's up, Mr. President? Good morning to my mother, Sister Sylvia Harris.
Hey, Mama Harris.
To Brother Joe Black.
Joe.
Good morning to Joe. The president said good morning. I know I have been out of pocket, but I'm still doing my thing, coming to you live from the Tap Dancing Tortillas Triumvirate in Tarzan, Texas. Lord, that was
Tap dancing.
All that doggone alliteration messing up right there. The VP is in the building. He said, look, I'm going to take the gavel and I'm going to slam it twice. Slamming the gavel down to begin another 5 episodes of the Red and Rev Sports Show. Revanite Nation, rise up. VP says Ditka was wrong for letting the fridge rush that TD in that Super Bowl. Kelly Nicole is probably getting her nails done, but she would definitely be Jackson State. I'm glad that you're good. Glad to see us, Mr. Joe. Glad to have you, man. Let's get started, man. As we start another week of the Red and Rev Sports Show, a lot to talk about. As we get started, we want to encourage you to please share.
I froze up real quick. Let me go out and come back in.
Okay. The Red and Rev Sports Show is glad to have each and every one of you all. Please share the broadcast and let somebody know what you're watching on this Saturday, July the 6th, 2024. Hopefully everybody enjoyed whatever you did on the holiday. And if you got some good barbecue, I'm mad at you because I can't eat as much barbecue as I used to. So hopefully you didn't get to enjoy that much barbecue.
Okay.
I'm definitely hating and stating on this particular Saturday. All right, we're going to give Red an opportunity to get back in here before we start our dope note and coat moment. Let's see if he's ready. It looks like he's ready. All right, let's do it, man. Let's dope note and coat. See, happy birthday, Michael Irvin. Must be a Cancer. Happy birthday to all the Cancers. Is that you, Coach? You fall in line with the Cancers?
July 18th, baby.
Would that be 75 for you? And you know what? To be honest, though, I now have a newfound respect to when you would say, "You be blessed if you lived as long as I have lived." Because as I had a brush with death a couple of weeks ago, I now understand it a bit better. So it's a blessing to be as old as you are going to be, Coach.
Yeah, boy.
You might not make it that far.
I knew you had the gun and I gave you the bullets, Lord.
All right, Michael Irvin, July 9th. Happy pre-birthday to you, as you'll be celebrating your birthday. That's on Tuesday. All right, man. Dope. That's what's up. All right. Let's get going, man. What are we doping, coping on? We'll start with the soon-to-be birthday boy. What you doping on, Coach? What you got?
My dope moment goes to one Kelsey Plum. I know everybody been talking about Asia Wilson, how she's been dominating. It's pretty much going to be the MVP. Kelsey Plum in the last 2 games has scored over 60 points and has led her team to 2 victories, and she's been hitting from the 3-point line over 50%. She's been bombing away, and she's been one of the reasons that the Aces are back on track. They got a little sidetrack for going back to the title. They're back on track now to being the one that everybody's going to pick to win their 3rd straight title. So big ups to Kelsey Plum for the Las Vegas Aces.
Dope on that. And here you go.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
Red, what are you doping on?
My dope moment goes to one Tamar Johnson. That's right. Former Mays High Pittsburgh Pirate prospect now on a 9-game hitting streak. I was wondering what happened to this kid. I ain't heard much about him, but he's actually doing well in the minors. Probably should be up next season. He on a 9-game hitting streak. Even had a 4-hit game a few games ago. So my dope moment goes to Tamar Johnson, representing for Mays High down in the Pittsburgh Pirates minor league organization. Can't wait to see you up in the show soon, son. Dope.
Oh, yeah.
My dope moment today is a family dope moment. On today, my little cousin, my second cousin, the son of my first cousin, Julie Jones, my cousin named Riley Pettyjohn. Put that name down. He will be deciding what college he will be attending in 2025. Matter of fact, he'll be doing that in about an hour. And he'll be choosing between USC, that'll be Southern California, The Ohio State, as well as Texas A&M and Texas. So he's rated the number 2 linebacker in the nation, Riley Pettyjohn. So, second ranked linebacker in the state of Texas. My bad. 55 ranked in the nation, 55th ranked in the nation. So looking forward to seeing where my little cousin will be playing, and wherever he decides to go, that will be my second favorite football team behind the Georgia Bulldogs. So big ups to you, Riley. All that aggressiveness when you were a little boy and getting in trouble has paid off. All right, Red, what are you noping on, man?
Was USC one of those schools?
The Trojans, yep.
Oh, coach, well, you might be room for coaches team next year.
I might be. We'll see.
That
That will start whatever school he chooses. It will start in 2025 when he enrolls. Not instant, but when he enrolls. All right. I want let's be clear. Go ahead, Fred.
Well, my note moment is for one, Kelly Stafford. That's right, Kelly. I ain't let you off the hook. I ain't forgot about you. I ain't get a chance to nope on you last week because I got on the show late. But I'm noping on you this week. Yeah, that's right. The Kelly Stafford, who is just ruining lives with all these little podcasts. See, I tell you folks, stop going on these little podcast shows and running your mouth because no telling what type of effect they will have, especially y'all ladies. Stop running your mouths about past events, past indiscretions. Oh my God. See, Kelly is a pure example, and now she got to apologize for somebody's family because she on podcast running her mouth about stuff she did with this guy and that guy and Matthew Stafford. Oh my God. Kelly, like I told you a few weeks ago, you have a right to remain silent. You should not go on any more podcasts, no talk shows, no nothing. Just lay low for a while. But still, you get my note moment. Kelly Stafford.
My note moment goes to the Atlanta Braves. This version of the Atlanta Braves is not World Series, true World Series contenders. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens before July 31st or on July 31st to see if AA, the general manager of the Atlanta Braves, can pull off some magic like he did in 2021. I just don't see any real life and spunk in this particular version of the Atlanta Braves. So hopefully some trades can be made, maybe an outfielder, because Adam Duvall as an everyday outfielder was not in the plan. And also these guys that they're pulling up from the minor leagues to fill in for Michael Harris, not doing it with the bat. Jared Clinic has been doing well as a leadoff hitter and also as the center fielder, but he needs some help out there in the lineup as well as in the outfield for the Braves to truly be a contender. They didn't start off on the right note with the Phillies. I know that may be going into the Braves report, but nevertheless, I'm noping on this version of the Atlanta Braves being a World Series contender. They need some help at the trade deadline.
No! No! No!
You didn't have to say all that. You could have just said one or two sentences. Oh, you practically gave the Braves report.
No, I didn't. You got plenty of information because that was just one game. So you got plenty of information.
Oh, you just speaking on that Philly game.
You could talk about how they dropped against the Giants. You still got all that to work with. All right,
Yeah.
Coach, go with it. What's your noping on?
My note moment goes to one former first round draft pick, Jamarcus Russell, who now has been accused of taking a check that was meant for his high school to purchase some stuff and depositing in his account and then taking $55,000 away from it. Jamarcus, you made over $60 million. Where's the money? Where's the money, sir, that you have to go and put yourself back in the news for the wrong reasons? I hope your life is okay. I don't know what your net worth is, but obviously it couldn't be too much because you're resorting to taking funds allegedly and putting them in your account. So Jamarcus Russell, former #1 draft pick, former everything, you get my note moment for the week, sir.
You have got to be kidding.
Yeah, I was sickening when I read about that, how he's going to take money that was supposed to go to the weight room at the high school where he graduated from, where he's supposed to be a coach. That's just absolutely sickening, man. Absolutely sickening on so many different fronts. And I don't understand how that man could resort to doing something like that. No kind of company. All right, gentlemen. Let's go to the cope moment, and it starts with me. I'm coping with the fact that the Atlanta Hawks want to remain a mediocre franchise. They let DeJounte Murray go basically for peanuts. And they expect to kind of sell it as if they're moving in the right direction. So I'm coping with the fact that the Atlanta Hawks seem to have gotten worse rather than better. And we'll see what they do in the future because they haven't done anything really of any major significance in free agency. They haven't made any additional trades. And I just don't see a positive future with the Atlanta Hawks. So I see this happening. The death of the Atlanta Hawks coming soon. Go with it, Coach. What are you coping with?
I'm coping. I'm going broad now. I'm coping with one Andy Murray, who is playing in Wimbledon. I take that back. Who was scheduled to play his last match in Wimbledon at the doubles, but his partner decided to, well, didn't decide, came up with a wrist injury and could not compete. So that means Andy Murray, his career is pretty much done as far as tennis and Wimbledon. Murray was a good U.S. player, one of the better ones who represent the U.S. well, but it's over. So I hope he copes with the fact that maybe an analyst, I don't know, or something, maybe they'll hire him like they do all of them, but cope moment for Andy Murray not being able to finish out his years, his career in Wimbledon.
Red, what are you coping with?
I'm coping with one Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith. One, Shannon, will you ever stop talking about that Skip issue? Jeez, man. Let it go. It's about to be a year now. And Stephen A. Smith, why you keep sticking you can speak for black folks? Okay? Stop speaking on things regarding BET. Nobody tripping over that OJ mention on the BET Awards with you. You two guys, I just got to keep coping with you as long as ESPN keep having you front and center. But anyway, I guess that's my issue. But Rev, play the little music again. Thank you. That's how I feel listening to those guys.
All right. Coach, I'm going to ask you real quickly, if you don't mind, to go to the comments section, read the comments. I need to step away real quickly. I need to get some food in my system, dealing with my new reality. So go.
I really need you passing out on here now.
Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm going to remove myself. Coach, go ahead and read those comments.
We wide open today. The nation is fired up. Thomas said, Coach has a birthday card from Jesus. You know what? I'm not going to. Moving on. Vincent said, etched in literal limestone. Let me hit you over the head with some limestone. Thomas, the prayers say the Seattle Kraken hired the first woman bench coach, Jessica Campbell. That's his dope moment. All right. Jerry Martin, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jerry. How's it going? The prayers say Savannah James will become the first woman in history to be the wife and a mother of active NBA players. That's an accomplishment. The BP said, dope, women's basketball continues to be major topic of conversation. Clark's shoulders are strong, according to Dawn Staley. She's helping to shoulder that conversation daily. Keep it up, support these women. Vince, you know, you see what I see. I wish people would support them all instead of trying to pick sides. Just support the ladies as they play. Keep sport going. VP said, I made a joke about the kid having Southern Cal as an option. Only a few would get the humor in that. I loved it. That is an option. Southern Cal is one of his options. He's going to Southern Cal. Now, he's going to Ohio State, I believe, as Rev just said. We talked. He said he's probably going to Ohio State. Jared said, my dope moment in NSR is Dr. Reverend Clayton doing better. God bless you. We are all glad for that. The VP said, Kelly Stafford, as Red said, the epitome of trash, all for clicks. These podcasters get loose with them lips. Yes, indeed. And the VP seconded Jared said double and triple dope. Joe Black said, nope, his nope is Jamarcus Russell stealing money from the football fundraiser. Yeah, that's kind of jacked up. But anyway, hope we can find out. Jared said, I'm noping on the Atlanta Dream. When are they going to start winning? Goodness gracious. Well, they didn't hit a rough patch. No, right now they're missing Ryan Howard, but I hope they need to pick it up. VP said the Braves need to shoot for that number 2 spot. Yeah, that'll work. Joe Black said, Colt, the Lakers lack of moves this offseason. I think we're going to discuss that. The VP said Jared Martin doesn't help with having Ryan Howard away for the 3-on-3 Olympic team. Yeah. They need Ryan right now because they are struggling. The president said, nope, a rider in the Tour de France was fined $223 for stopping to kiss his wife during time trials. The International Cycling Union said that the behavior is inappropriate and damaged the image of the sport. Yeah, all 10 fans will be in an uproar. Yeah, that was kind of stupid for them to fine him for that, but that's crazy. Jerry Martin said, I definitely agree with Coach on that Jadummy Russell. Lord have mercy. Dante, good morning, Dante. He said a dope goes Angel Reese, 12 straight double fire last night. She almost didn't make it, but she got that 10th rebound late in the game, which is good. Winston Thorne, what's up, Winston? What's going on, fellas in chat? Winston Thorne, another eye test, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. Thank you for joining us. The prayer said, Cope, dear Atlanta Hawks, since you traded for 3 Magic Beans, Anthony Spud Webb will now be available. Oh, Lord. Even Oda B. McDowell said, no, I'm good. Not Oda B. Young again, McDowell. Again, daily reference, always here. Dante said, coping with the Hawks because of everything Rev said. It's so frustrating. The prayer said, coping with Stephen A. Smith, he's become a minstrel show. If there's anything to let go, it's that halfway hairline, not the hairline. The VP said Red Rose Shannon continues to talk about it because he's on different platforms that ask him about the situation. Cam Newton would be remiss if he didn't ask. Jerry Martin, Jason Whitlock, and Stephen A. Smith are brothers of the same mother, just anti-black. No, it's not my birthday, Jerry. I'm a Cancer. My birthday is on the 18th, but I thank you anyway for the early happy birthday shout out. Coach pronounced epitome again. This is for the slow people in the back. Oh Lord, they need that much help. They don't know how to say epitome. What they saying, VP epitome? I hope not.
They probably saying epitome.
Let's see. You right, epitome. Is that the way to spell it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Reese is flat out getting it done. Yeah, she is, VP. She is really putting her foot into it and playing ball and helping her team, who is right now got the 7th seed in the playoffs. So
now where's Caitlin's team at?
Right on Nick.
The only reason that is because Caitlin's team has played more games than them so far. Oh yeah, it's epitome, but there is an epitome in Vincent. There's another pronunciation. I just said it wrong. It's epitome.
It could be a homograph.
You right. Jerry said, "Let's go, Reese." Yeah, Angel Reese has stepped her game up tremendously. Actually, hit 2 3-pointers last night, which stunned everybody. Like, wow. So hey,
yeah, that's a game. That's gonna be some improvement. That's not really fun.
Definitely make her much more of an offensive threat. That's for sure. And she seemed like she's been working on her stroke because she's hitting free throws with a bit more regularity. I've been watching a couple of her games. Saw her a little of that Seattle Storm and Chicago Sky game last night. And I'll go ahead on and say this: I actually signed up for the WNBA League Pass.
Oh man,
I definitely did, and it's amazing what star power would do. And WNBA is being blessed with star power right now. But let's move on to A little bit of
Definitely two teams.
let's move on. See what we're talking about here, Brett. I'm gonna give you front billing on this one to talk about your team. LeBron extends with the Lakers 2 years. Will they be paying him basically $50 million plus per these next 2 years? And then they sign Bronny to an unprecedented contract for a second round pick, basically 4 years for $8 million. The reason why we say it's unprecedented, let's remember that second round picks are not guaranteed to make the team. And before Bronny bounces, not just in NBA basketball, but a summer league basketball, he signed 4 years and basically $8 million, $2 million per. All right, what's your thoughts about that as a Lakers fan, Red?
I'd be lying if I say I was surprised that any of this would happen. And it's amazing that ironic that summer league begins today. We actually gonna see Bronny and connect on the court today around 4:30. So hopefully we'll all be tuning in to that. But like I say, I'm not surprised. I still have high hopes for my Lakers. I still think we're a championship contender. I don't think signing or drafting Bronny makes us not a championship contender. I mean, because I say, well, Bronny's just one player. And anyway, that's the one player who's actually an X factor because we don't know how well Bronny could look playing with his dad. I do know his dad is the only person that can make him look like a halfway decent NBA player. I can't think of, I'm going to keep saying this, I can't think of any NBA team that Bronny could go to where in his first 2 or 3 years he'll actually have a chance to improve and make himself a halfway decent player before his dad get on up out of here and retire. LeBron is the only one that can help this kid game out. He's probably the only one that even made him think about basketball anyway. So look, it is what it is. As long as LeBron is on the Lakers, he's gonna have major input. We all know that, and that includes signing his old. I ain't gonna start talking about Bronny. I could, but it's so easy because I like Bronny. I really do. I'm saying that. I'm getting it on record. I do like Bronny. And suffice it to say, Bronny is more of a true Laker than his dad because of that. We actually drafted him, so I'm more invested into Bronny than LeBron because I actually need LeBron to turn his kid into a halfway decent player before he retires. Because, like I say, Bronny is the true Laker. We drafted this guy, so I need this guy. Everything or anything he got, I need it to come out. And I need to come out sooner than later. Because, like I say, my Lakers are still playing for a championship. If the kid can shoot, if he can play a little defense on the guards, I guess smaller guards in the NBA, I don't think he's going to do nothing with the big guys. But smaller guards in the NBA, and if he can shoot a decent percentage from three, he'll help us out. I'm not going to, and so like I said, I'm pretty sure his dad will set him up for a few easy ones to get his feel of the game. Look, Bron is going to help this kid out more than any NBA coach, more than any college coach, more than any Pee Wee League coach, okay? So LeBron, y'all ask for LeBron to coach, well, you're going to get LeBron to coach because we're going to need LeBron coaching this kid up and coaching him up real good so he can survive without him when he retires. So, Bron, you better go to Doc Rivers and ask Doc, what magic spell did you put on Austin Rivers to make him survive without you? Because we're going to need that same thing for Bronny. So, like I say, Rev, not unexpected. Like I say, LeBron runs the show while he's on the Lakers. I just need that show to get me another ring. We're still a championship contender. They'll probably mix and match the rotation if they can find a trade partner for D'Angelo Russell, but the options are getting kind of thin right now. And look, man, this DeMar DeRozan, I ain't sure ain't gonna be excited for him. Dude can't even shoot threes. I personally would prefer D. Russell over DeRozan because Russell at least can drop back and just never know when he can have a game. You go off for a bunch of threes, but Rosen, his game kind of limited to me. So personally, keep DeRozan in Chicago, let him suffer over there. Lakers got enough head problems. No offense, Rosen, but I think I'm gonna leave it right there. See what you guys think. I'm not surprised. I'm happy. Like I said, I think the Lakers are a better team since the draft than before the draft. So I'm gonna leave it at there. I still have high hopes for my Lakers. We still a championship contender. I still think we're a top 6 team in the West. I don't care. We play for play-in games. We still a top 6 team in the West, and that's good enough to play for a ring. So all is well in Lakers land. Better than in Hawks land, I tell you that. You don't have Rev sitting over here making depressing copes and notes about the Lakers, do you? Like, you see that Hawk fan? So we ain't that depressing, okay? Ding! Next.
Red, now you didn't really mention anything about LeBron signing that extension.
I did.
Now, most of it was about Bronny and LeBron helping Bronny become a
Well, I think LeBron want to play. If he feel like he got, I think he got. He seems like the way he's playing, he got at least 2 or 3 good years left, unless he just break down all of a sudden. But we knew the extension was inevitable once he opted out. I mean, I never thought he was going to another team.
Okay. Coach, your thoughts about LeBron signing an extension and then also the Lakers signing Bronny to an unprecedented contract to be selected in the second round?
Well, I mean, it's clear that Rich Paul and Clutch Sports and LeBron have some cachet in the NBA, without a doubt. They're going to get what's best for their clients, kind of like Drew Rosenhaus in the NFL, getting the best deals. So, hey, he got a great deal. LeBron, they had to sign him. That was a no-brainer. It's not like that was a well-kept secret. They were going to sign LeBron because if you draft Bronny, then LeBron has already been signed. So it's gonna see how many years he has that option for that second year, whether he's gonna play again or he's gonna shut it down. So depends on what they do this year. We'll see how it goes with that. As far as them picking up players, that well is gotten a little dry. As far as picking up, maybe during the season they can make a deal or two here or there to help out. Because me personally, I do not trust D'Angelo Russell going forward. He has his moments, but sometimes he flakes out very badly. And you're like, okay, we need you to play, and then you go into another land and forget that you can shoot sometimes. So I don't know about that D'Angelo Russell thing, but hey, that's what they have right now. So moving forward, I just personally think that if the Lakers put the ball in Rui Hachimura's hands at least 30 times a game, they win.
All right.
Ha-cha.
Thanks for the comedy at the end of your take.
All right.
Catch it, man.
As you both have alluded to, LeBron's extension was a foregone conclusion. He's still playing at a high level. It can be argued that he's still the best player for the Lakers, which he hasn't been trying to be. He's been trying to pass the torch to AD, but for some reason, AD has not taken the torch and he's not run with it. So, LeBron has still had to be the man per se on the squad, and he's the most consistent Laker, that's for sure. And he's, earned his contract, being paid $50 million. As I think Coach alluded to, we see that Clutch Sports is very powerful. And that's why Bronny got the contract that he got. I don't know any second-round pick that's gotten guaranteed 4 years. I mean, that's just the power of Clutch Sports and the power of LeBron James' brand. Because no second-round pick should be getting a contract for 4 years, even if it's just $2 million, which sounds like peanuts in NBA money with all these contracts being signed where you're getting, above average players signing for $40 million these days. But regardless,
peanuts for Bronny.
Yeah. Regardless of the fact, Clutch Sports is very, very powerful. And to Red's point, if Bronny is an NBA player, he has a chance to shine if you stick him on the court with his father, AD, Dalton Connect, because I think that's where the Lakers are better. The Lakers are a better team with Dalton Connect.
Hmm.
That guy can play some basketball. And a lot of people don't realize that might be their best asset that they gained this summer. And he could be, you know, and a lot of people don't realize that may be the free agent, even though he was drafted. You know,
You think it might be enough to get Reeves out the door on a trade finally?
I think my screen froze up, but I'll still talk. I think the problem with trying to get rid of Reed is LeBron. LeBron loves playing with Austin Reeves.
Okay.
And I think that's why he won't be gone, because Dalton Connect does everything that Austin Reeves does, but better. And he's more athletic. Right. And I would have thought that the Lakers would be open to trading Austin Reeves because Dalton Connect does everything better than what Austin does. But I think LeBron loves playing with this guy. And that's why he's not gone.
That got to be it, because anybody else would have been gone.
For sure. For sure. Coach, keep on, man. My computer's frozen. I need to turn it off and turn it on.
Okay. So yeah, the Lakers is going to be wait and see. And let me look at some comments that were made. Let me see here. Let me scroll back up a little bit. The president said, "Will Bronny have any unrealistic expectations placed on him, or has it been done already?" No, there are no unrealistic expectations on him. He's gonna start out probably maybe in the G League, or they're not expecting him to come in and change the franchise. Not right now, no. And that would be insanity to expect him to come in and say, "Hey, he's gonna take us to the play." No, he's not there yet, so I doubt it. He said LBJ is going to need an ear horn to talk to Doc Rivers. What are you talking to Doc Rivers about? Oh, well, anyway. Anthony said Bronny won't make a second contract. R.J. Hunter is Bronny. I don't know about that, Anthony. You may want to retract that one. May look at that later on. Jared said, "I'm pulling for Bronny. He just had to put the work in." Well, of course he does. He's going to put it along with his dad, and then as long as they put that thing on him, he's going to have to put the work in. Winston said Bron would be a fool. He said foul, but fool to leave all that money on the table. Definitely looking forward to Bron owning the team and Rich supplying the talent. Vegas is going to be up when the James clan get there. Yeah, there's been talk of him owning. They get a team in Las Vegas and him owning the team or being a part owner. So we'll see how that works. And Jerry said, "I'm sure LeBron has a hyperbaric chamber or zero gravity pool." That's a lot of money. That's peanuts to him, Jerry. You know he can afford that without a doubt. So we'll see where the Lakers go this year. All eyes are going to be on them for sure coming into the season. All right. There were the free agency market opened up, and there were a whole lot of signings of people going to other teams, making big news. Red, talk about some of those signings and how they're going to help their teams that they went to.
Oh, I don't really know of it. Too many helping my teams out. My Hawks ain't really doing too much. And like I say, my Lakers ain't signed too many people. So which ones you talking about in particular?
Well, I just want to see how Paul George is going to work with the 76ers. He left the Clippers and decided to sign with the 76ers. How would that impact them going forward? Are they a threat to the Celtics?
Yeah, they're a threat. I mean, yeah, because they're a much better team with Paul George, so they're definitely a threat. like I say, but when it comes down to the Sixers, usually, and it still is, as long as he's there, their future, I mean, their life dependency is always based on Embiid's health. So I mean, like if he's healthy during the Paul George tenure, then yeah, they're gonna be a great threat to the Celtics, especially with re-signing Maxey. You got George, you got Maxey, and they not worried about their money. You got Embiid, he's still in the middle of his deal, so he's not worried about his money. But they got to be healthy though. They got to be healthy, and they got to get a little energy from the bench. Now with Hill moving on, but now you brought back Drummond. Now that might be an underrated signing right there because at least the games that's Embiid not there, Drummond he could definitely be a solid fill-in. So maybe you're not missing that much when Embiid gone, but he's still a big dominant player that you're gonna need to get over the hump. So if they can stay healthy, yeah, they are definitely a threat to the Celtics. As far as the Klay Thompson signing, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I mean it's a move. It's definitely gonna help the Mavs, but how much is gonna affect the Mavs remains to be seen. Because it took a lot for Luka to learn how to play with Kyrie. Now he got adding the third semi-star to the team. How is that going to affect his game? How is it going to affect Kyrie's game? How is it going to affect Klay's game? Sure, he's a 3-and-D player. He can help. You say he bounced Tim Hardaway up out of there, so I guess Tim, we got Klay to attempt to try to do what we wanted you to do. But I mean, they should be a better team without with Klay there, but remains to be seen, because if Golden State figuring they better off without Klay, how much better can the Mavs think they're gonna be with Klay? But if Klay's healthy, if he can still shoot a decent percentage, and play solid defense, he'll help the Mavs out. How it's gonna look in the long run, we'll see. I'm not a fan of the move though, because I would have preferred him on the Lakers, but that's another story. And I'm sure his dad would have too.
Yeah, his dad lamented about.
Matter of fact, that probably should have been my coat moment right there.
Yeah, his dad was shaken up a bit that Klay didn't decide to go to LA. I heard him in an interview after Klay signed, and it was definitely on Michael Thompson's heart for his son to have finished his career in LA. But can't knock Klay Thompson thinking about business and finances and long term, because he realized state tax in California is much greater than it is in Texas. So he'll make more of his money in Texas. And that's a wise move, because you think about Klay Thompson, how much of a career post basketball do we see him have? Do we see him racking up money like a Shaq, like a LeBron will, like a Steph will? So he's thinking
absolutely not, man. Right. This dude is boring. Right. I mean, he one of those. He got a body. He probably got. I'm just speaking from a latest point of view. They probably say, Klay, you got a body, you got looks, but dude, I bet he is probably put them to sleep with conversation. Like, I just don't see like he's that interesting conversation. Like you say, he'll attract you. But will he keep your attention? And I just don't see it. And I guess I'll go back to, from our point of view, do we see him hosting one of these talk shows or doing a debate show? Do we see a Michael Strahan type career in Klay Thompson's future? Maybe radio like his dad, because we don't have to see him. We can just hear him. But even still, Klay might put me to sleep on the radio. But I definitely understand where you're going, Real. That's so
money wise, it was smart. I think we just experienced the first time in history where a male spoke for a woman.
I had to try to clean it up because it came out weird at first.
Critique of Klay Thompson as a male. That was interesting. But nevertheless, I'm gonna go back to the free agent signings. Paul George, the Paul George signing can be a great sign. And I'm just going to say can be because we do have to take into consideration age. We have to take consideration injury history. Those things do matter. But in terms of just basketball fit, it's a great fit because you get Maxey as a guard, Paul George as a wing, Embiid. If we could guarantee that they all stay healthy, the Sixers have a legitimate chance of coming out of the Eastern Conference because Boston has nobody for a healthy Embiid. But, the question is, can Embiid stay healthy? And that's still a huge question mark. Can Paul George stay healthy? That's still a huge question mark. And a sneaky good free agent signing for the Sixers to continue to build on what they just got in Paul George is Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre played some great basketball for them, and to be able to pair him on the wing with Paul George was definitely an excellent move. I got to give a big shout out to the San Antonio Spurs for getting a leader when they signed CP3, even though his best basketball days are far behind him. I think that was a great signing for culture, for helping Victor Wembanyama become a better pro, be a better player, help him see the game from a point guard's perspective. That was a sneaky good signing that may not show any real dividends next year. But in the years to come, with the knowledge CP3 will give him, I think that was a great signing. And see, what CP3 did with this signing is something like Allen Iverson couldn't do. And that's why he got put out the NBA a little quicker, because he wasn't signing up to be a mentor. And CP3 understands the assignment. He's not winning any championship in San Antonio. He understands. It's all about being a mentor. That's why he was signed to the type of money that he was signed. And that's big ups to CP3 understanding his role in this season of his basketball life. So I got to give him a big shout out for understanding that. And, I would say the Sixers definitely got the best deal. It'll be interesting where DeRozan goes. Even though he's 35, he still gets buckets. He's still averaging 20 points. So, Red, I know you may not like him because he's not a three-point shooter, but I would say if the Lakers could get him, you should pray for that, because as many guys on the Lakers that could help LeBron not put any more mileage than he needs to on those legs, that'll be helpful. You want playmakers. DeRozan can get buckets on his own. He doesn't need a system to get buckets. So if you get Dalton Connect as well as DeMar DeRozan, that could help LeBron spend more time on the bench because you don't need him to play as much. So I would try to get DeRozan, regardless of him not being a good three-point shooter. He can get buckets, and that's what you need as a Lakers fan when LeBron is on the bench, because too many times, how many times have we seen the Lakers game and the Lakers are playing well, LeBron goes to the bench and now they down 8-10 points because they have nobody else who can be a playmaker. So yeah. I would say get DeRozan on that team if you could.
That's probably how I would have talked myself into accepting it had we made a move. Because like I say, you can still get buckets now. As long as he, like I say, you probably put him in when LeBron goes to the bench to make sure we don't kick, like let the lead go away. Because he'll still drop you a bucket. So yeah, now that I think about it, man, I kind of might need to get him because he can protect the lead. Because a lot of games we lost last year, that's the reason we was in the play-in. Think all those games we lost last year where we had the lead and dropped it in the end, because every time LeBron or AD go to the bench, we ain't got nobody on the court. D. Russell, to me, he's not that type of guy. He's not the leader on the court. I mean, he may be in a few games. Maybe that Milwaukee game where D. Russell actually took over when everybody else was out. But other than that game, he's not consistent. He can't keep the lead because he's a streaky shooter. And he mostly be playing really wild sometimes, and he's not that good defender. So, yeah, the DeRozan would definitely help.
Well, the problem with Russell is this. Whenever he's facing a dog, on the other side, that's when he struggles. So that's why the Lakers struggle with Denver. Jamal Murray is a dog. And Russell can't compete with a Jamal Murray. You know, he'll play well against that average point guard. You know, he'll play well against like a Michael Conley Jr. or somebody like that. But like if the Lakers played against the Celtics, Drew Holiday would eat his lunch because Drew Holiday is a dog. You know, and that's where Russell struggles when he has to go against a dog on the other side. And that's why the Lakers have to find a trade partner for him because you can't trust him. You can't trust him when the stakes are high. You can't trust him to be consistent. You know, you can't trust him to be a defensive force. He's a defensive liability, especially when the other team has a scoring threat like a Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember, here's another signing that may not be seen big time, but you get Hartenstein goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now Chet Holmgren can slide down to the fourth spot, and now they got a little more dangerous down underneath the boards now because Holmgren doesn't have to be down there getting banged up.
Yeah, that was huge. That was a sneaky good signing by the Oklahoma City Thunder. They finished last year as the number 1 seed, and they definitely improved their team. Now the main thing is, can he duplicate what he did last year in New York? Because right now he's a one-hit wonder, right? He had one great season. So we don't know if this is something that he can do consistent. But he should be in the prime position to thrive in Oklahoma City because they have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Holmgren. Then they got my boy Williams, who's a baller. So he should shine. And that's a good observation, Coach, because Oklahoma City definitely got better. They got tougher because what's how you pronounce his name again, Coach?
Hartenstein.
He's a brawler, and he's no punk. So I think you definitely hit it on the money right there, mentioning that signing because Oklahoma City Thunder just got better. No doubt about it. What's the Revenite Nation saying, Coach?
Let me go back a little bit, and they've been doing a lot of talking. Let me see if I can go. I gotta scroll back some. They've been on this one. Jerry said, "I like the Paul George move. The question mark is Joel Embiid staying healthy," which everybody knows that for true.
Yeah.
Anthony said, "Here we go. Hawks made a blockbuster trade for Larry Nance Jr. They win in the championship." Now here we go. Oh Lord.
You gotta laugh to keep from crying with the Hawks.
Yeah, the president said, "Was Clay's move to Dallas good aside from saving on taxes?"
It was good from a standpoint of his ability to be able to get wide open shots. I mean, when you're playing with Luka and Kyrie, there are going to be a lot of open shots. Now, the difference is going to be in Golden State, they actually ran plays for him. In Dallas, he's going to have to wait for the double team to come to be wide open because Luka and Kyrie going for a broke, and they're going to try to break that man down. So he's going to have to just sit in the corner and just hope that there's a double team so he can get his shot off. And go kicks and screens for him. So that's the biggest difference. It's going to be an adjustment for them because they don't
that's
move the
what
ball.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, they don't move the ball in Dallas like they do in Golden State.
Ain't nobody taking no time out. Like, let's make sure we can run a play for Clay. Ain't no plays for Clay.
Ain't no plays for Clay. He better understand that. That's for sure.
And who plays defense?
And that's the problem because Clay is no longer the defender he used to be. And you got Kyrie, Clay, and Luka, who are three defensive liabilities. You better offensively, but defensively, you in trouble.
You guys are just going right over everything I was worried about. Yeah. I'm glad y'all brought it back up because that's exactly what I meant. Because I'm like, is it gonna work? We're gonna see how it's gonna work because he got paid. That's the best thing about the deal. But on the court, how is it gonna work? We're gonna see because like we just said, this ain't Golden State. They don't love you in Dallas, Clay. You just another part of the team. This is the Kyrie and Luka show. You just, man, you not only the third star, but you might be the third star. Hey, coach, you know how they have the two headliners above the movie title. Clay, you ain't even above the movie title, man. You like, when we just look down and see who else in the movie in Little Right, we're like, oh, Klay Thompson in this movie. Oh, okay.
Wait, Red, I totally disagree. He's gonna be that one, and they say guest starring Klay Thompson.
Now, Coach, before you move on, do you all believe or think, which is the same meaning, that Buddy Hield is an adequate replacement for Klay Thompson in Golden State?
Sure, he is for about 5 minutes. When he get a little streak going, then the party gonna be over and they put some defense on him.
He might be. I tell you this, Ray. He might be a better replacement for Klay than Klay is in addition for Dallas because at least he can shoot. I'm saying, when Steph pay that ball to him, it's a better chance he can shoot. And they might. I mean, Kirk might actually run a few plays for Buddy Hield because he know he can shoot. They make call. I can see Kirk calling time out and say, "Man, Steph, they've been just ignoring Buddy Hield. Run a couple of screens and see if we can get him an open shot." You know how Kirk do sometimes. He kind of like Joe Madden in MLB baseball. He give you the off the wall coaching. I don't know. Anytime Jason Kidd gonna call a timeout and say, "Man, let's run a play." Hey, so he might be a better addition for Golden State than Klay is for Mavs, but we'll see though.
That's a good point, Red, because the system in Golden State is definitely more beneficial for Buddy Hield than the system is for Klay Thompson. So Buddy is in a system where he's going to be able to have plays run for him. And after all, Steve Kerr was a shooter. So he understands the importance for shooters having plays being run for them. So I think
Jason Kidd is a point guard.
Yeah. He think about, well, Jason Kidd is point guard. He was a passer, but he has to adjust his coaching to the type players that he has. And unfortunately for him,
he's going to adjust more to Kyrie than Klay.
Luka.
Yeah,
And they're ball dominant players.
Yeah, they ain't sharing that ball too much. I don't know if they want to share that ball too much. We know you can shoot, Klay, but we got this right now. Hold on for a minute. We'll get you involved a little later on. Maybe hit a shot later on in the game. No problem, dog. We got you.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
You see how Tim Hardaway got phased out.
All right. Go, Coach, I'm gonna take over real quickly. That would be a dream, but not a reality till they get serious at the center position. I forgot who he was referring to. Jerry said, "Get that check, CP3. Understanding the assignment is paramount." The president said, "Going to be like Will Smith got left in the living room." Anthony says, "Chris Paul on the Spurs would be nice till Chris takes his playoff vacation." Klay is the 1 hour south of WinStar Casino. Go make your money, young man. We got the Winston says from the eye test, Russell needs to be traded or come off the bench and let him run the show for the second team. Reeves can run the point and can next slide to the 2. Jerry says the NBA West is going to be competitive in the playoffs. The president says, "I'm going to get a custom Hawks jersey with name 2 on the back. If you know, you know."
Oh, Lord, not that again.
The VP said Benny Hill is a better
Benny Hill.
I thought he was going to say Benny Hinn, the former preacher. Anthony Corey, a non-hurt heel is better than an aging guy. Okay. It's going to be Clay Briggs.
Oh,
that's what I'm fearing. Like, cause he gonna be set off rhythm because he ain't gonna get enough shots. And a few shots he get a game, man, that ain't gonna be enough to get Clay in a rhythm. So I mean, Clay got to be in a rhythm for him to work. Clay might say, "Man, I need a whole quarter of y'all passing me the ball," and they're gonna look at him like he crazy. Like, what? You think we gonna give you 10 shots? Are you out your mind?
and now Do y'all think? And I think it would have been Clay would have got more shots on the Lakers.
For sure. You got more double
Exactly.
teams.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We would have ran some plays for LeBron. Would have ran some plays for Clay. So they can do that without even drawing it up on the board. So
That's the
Clay.
process.
Now don't be begging us. Don't be begging us to save you, Clay, when you get to Dallas and realize the mistake you don't make. Because your dad knew it was best. Sometimes dad knows best. On that old TV show.
Well, Clay clearly made a cash decision, not a basketball.
Yeah. Clay, you supposed to have had enough money, man. You being cheap like that for, man. You made all that money in Golden State and they paid you and you weren't even playing, dude. And you talking about you gonna make a financial decision. You ain't got no family, man. You married. You ain't got you, man. You still let me stop. I don't know real star get over here again. Get all in the man personal life. Yeah. But I'm just saying, why is Clay playing for all this money, dude? Come on now. You know, we could use you better on the Lakers. You would help the Lakers more than you could possibly help the Mavs and get more credit.
Yeah, that's very true. But I think this is what we can't underestimate about Clay. Obviously, we know that Clay did not grow up poor, right? Because his father was in the NBA.
Right.
We have to realize Clay is probably one of the few athletes who's been educated or who's experienced financial education because he was exposed to different things. And this is why he probably made the decision that he did, because he's thinking about well beyond basketball.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't knock him for that, because
playing with the Lakers and his dad, with the connection his dad got, his dad, he could have took his dad's spot on Lakers radio had you came to play for the Lakers. I mean, you know, your dad got connections. He could have been like, y'all go ahead when I retire, just get his spot to my son or something. Or he could have been, I'm sure Golden State would have offered him, but like me and you said, would he have kept the job? But they would have offered him maybe a radio and TV job.
What radio job, play-by-play, giving somebody $5 million a year?
Well, yeah, yeah, I don't see how now that type of job, but yeah, he ain't. Unless you coach,
I guarantee
you see him as a coach.
I guarantee you, Michael Thompson ain't making $5 million a year to do play-by-play on the radio.
Yeah.
I know Genie ain't paying no Michael Thompson that much, radio job.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I understand Clay.
Well, I'm saying, you think Clay could be a coach?
I don't know. He doesn't impress me to be like this guy who's a heavy X's and O's type guy. So I don't necessarily see him as a coach.
No.
Yeah, I don't see him as a coach one day. Let me see. Jerry said Clay needs to take a page out of Jason Tatum's Black Wall Street aspirations. Clay would be lucky to get a job at Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
Dang, Mr. President.
I get that, because the little hostess at radio gotta have personality to work at Radio Shack.
Right. Right. All right, gentlemen. Let's shift gears. It's halftime of the Red and Red.
Halftime already?
Yeah. It is halftime, and we want to thank everybody for tuning in so far to the Red and Red Sports Show. Hopefully, you've been enjoying what you've been hearing as we talk NBA free agency, LeBron. Bronny, we gave you dope, no coke. We got some football on the other end and some little bit more basketball, a little baseball on the other end as well. So continue to tune in with your boys, Red and Coach, for the Red and Red Sports Show. We'll be coming back with the second half in just one moment.
For your boy, Coach.
My bad. My cousin just announced he's going to the Ohio State University, Coach.
What? You just made Eric Ross happy.
He's
Eric, you
going
got
to
your new player. You got Revs, boy. Revs' cousin, matter of fact.
my little cousin, Riley Pettyjohn. Let me put him up on the screen. Y'all look out for my little cousin who just made his announcement. He will be going to the Ohio State University. I know his uncle, my first cousin Marcus, is ecstatic. Being a huge Ohio State fan, I must admit, I'm glad he didn't go to Texas or Texas A&M since they're in the SEC. So that helps me out right there. Not have to root against them, root against those teams when they play the Georgia Bulldogs. But big ups to my cousin Riley, who just verbally committed to the Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio, one day soon. Hopefully we'll get him on the show just to talk about his recruitment and things of that nature, as he is one of the top players in the nation, ranked number 55 in high school football. Riley Pettyjohn. Keep that name on your radar. Big up to Riley. And I know my cousin Julie, his mother, and his father, my cousin Duke, are ecstatic at his decision. So I want to congratulate my cousin on his decision. All right, gentlemen. Coach, he didn't choose USC. Your thoughts?
Well, he made a choice that was best for him. It's all about him. You got, like you said earlier, his family was rooted in Ohio and had Ohio State, everything. So it was a hope that he could come. But hey, we'll be hearing his name with the Buckeyes coming up. What do you say? He played linebacker, right?
Linebacker, yeah.
That's right. So hey, good luck to him with Ohio State. I don't know if Ryan Day gonna be there, but hey, good luck.
Now, what's his name, Rev?
Riley Pettyjohn.
Riley Pettyjohn. Okay, gotta remember that. Well, I'm sure you remember when he out there making plays.
Yeah, he's a stud. I gotta go check him
he
out.
He got people at Ohio State, and yes, a linebacker. He gotta be a prospect, a high prospect. Man, he gotta be good.
Yeah, he's a stud. I'm gonna go see him play his last year as a senior. I gotta go out to Texas to see him play, where I can still afford going to his games. Because try to get a ticket to the Ohio State. I know his uncle will be trying to get every free ticket he can get to go to the Ohio State. I know Marcus is on cloud 9 right now. Let me go on another note. Look what the president said before we went to break. Coming up next, the bull riding in Dartmouth. The president is off the chain. All right, Red, you ready for this Braves report, man?
Yeah, I guess.
Don't sound too excited, all right? All right, here we go. Yeah. Braves report coming up in 3, 2, and 1.
It's game time. It's GT.
Oh boy, Braves. What are we doing? Well, not much, but I guess I can't be surprised. Like I say, fellas, it's another up and down week. I think matter of fact, man, it was kind of bad week. I think we went 1-3 this week. So man, that ain't good at all. 4 games, 1 win. And of course it was by Cy Young Award, hopefully nominee Chris Sale, because he's probably the best pitcher in the National League right now. Probably gonna start the All-Star game for the National League with an 11-3 record, sub-2 ERA. Good job, Chris. But like I say, fellas, the Braves pretty much come down to pitching and scoring runs. The pitching has been okay, but the bats have been pretty much inconsistent, especially with the series against the Giants. And if the pitching gives up 4 runs or more in the last few games, the Braves are 0-27. So that's terrible. The fact that in a game we give up 4 runs, we pretty much gonna lose. So, like I say, we got spoiled with the bats last season, but the bats have pretty much dried off this season. They ain't spoiling us at all. Like I say, we come back to the old Braves, the old '90s Braves, pitching, and man, just score when you can. I can't remember the last time the Braves scored double digits in the game. It's been that long. And I swear we were scoring double digits almost every week last year. So it is what it is. The Braves are pretty much, man, they really got to one of the mediocre teams of the National League because the bats just haven't been there. The pitching has been, solid, but even something like I say, last night we had Max Fried on the mound, and even he gave up 5 runs. But Snicker got to realize when he's leaving a guy in too long. I mean, come on, Snick. See, that's what Braves fans are afraid of. When we're not as talented as we are, we depend on our manager to make moves to help us win some games, like some of these other teams do. When you don't have a roster as talented as you want to, but you have a manager that can make those decisions in game that can help you get wins. And that's what the Braves don't have in Snick right now. Snick is a manager that has to have talent. If he don't have talent, he's not gonna get wins by his decision making, as you can tell by leaving Max Fried in one batter too long last night. Trae Young hit a 2-run homer, took the game up 5-2, and pretty much was unreachable after that. I mean, yeah, we scored 6, but the bullpen gave a few more runs. Well, it was 8-6. So, like I say, the Braves bats and they pitching. I'm copying one of my friend Winston Thornton's phrase is that they just not complimenting each other right now. We're not playing complimentary baseball. The pitching and the hitting are just not complimenting each other right now. So, like Rev said earlier in the first Braves report, Alex, dude, you got to make some moves, man. I mean, I don't want to just let this season just die down because we probably gonna be a wild card team. But if I make the wild card, I want to actually have a chance to win. And with the way these bats are, you need to add another bat. And you might need to add another arm. So, Alex, we need some more 2021 magic, buddy, if we want to preserve this season. Because if not, the Braves are doing nothing, and we are going nowhere and nowhere fast. So, Alex, it's on you, buddy, to give us some more of that magic from 2021, or this season will be lost and washed.
Great job, Red. And you hit on something that I was reading earlier today in terms of how Snicker is not the lifeblood to this team. You talked about how he just basically can manage according to the talent. And one of the pieces that we are missing, and it is showing, is the absence of Ron Washington. Ron Washington provided so much spirit for this squad. He was able to relate to the players, especially those Spanish-speaking players. Like, even if you look at Ozzie Albies, he doesn't look like he's playing with the same type of joy this year that he played with. Washington was, and I'm
two of the guys out there. He was a Washington guy and he was a Acuna guy, and neither one of them were there.
Yeah, neither one of them are there. So, the Braves gonna have to really get somebody in that clubhouse who can spark them, who can like what was the guy's name that came in? Peterson. How he brought that spark and that flair to the Braves during that title run, during half a season. Peterson.
Jock Peterson, yeah.
Yeah. You see, he added some flavor to the team, and then you also had Soler who got added as well with that power. And Double A is gonna have to make some picks like that to really allow the Braves to be the formidable opponent that they can be in the playoffs. Because right now, this team might get swept in the first round, the way this team looking like. And here's the thing, Red. we conversed last week about Max Fried.
Mhm.
Max Fried has to pitch better when you're going against the Phillies. You got to show that you're worth the money when you pitch against the Phillies. Like this was a game where he needed to carry the Braves. And the Phillies yesterday, I saw most of the game. They looked like they were having batting practice.
Yeah, he gave what 10, 11 hits.
Yeah, and they had like 6, 7 hits before they even scored a run. And you just knew if he kept playing with fire, eventually the Phillies were going to strike.
Yeah.
Because they should have blown that game wide open early on in the game.
Mhm.
And Fried was able to make a pitch to get out the inning. But then, and I didn't know Trae Young played for the Phillies. I think he meant Trey Turner.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, Trae Young done put on the Phillies uniform, huh? Yeah, Trey Turner.
Yeah, Trey Turner. Yeah.
Trey Turner took Max Fried deep twice yesterday.
Ooh. He gave up
It
11
was on the
hits.
same pitch, the curveball.
Oh.
And it's like, come on, man.
Hey,
But I chimed in. Coach, you got anything else to say?
well, I got a sidetrack for a minute because some of the nation has reported, and then I saw it too. Kyrie Jackson, 4th-round draft pick for the Minnesota car wreck. He passed away, 24 years old, just getting ready to start his career, and now he's no longer with us. I just saw some of the nation reported, and then I saw it across ESPN. They reporting it now. Young man from Oregon.
Was it a football player?
Football player, but
He
got drafted by the
for
Vikings.
What was his name?
Kyrie Jackson, cornerback.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
We pray for his family, pray for the Vikings organization, pray for Oregon. Definitely God rest his soul. Not to be unsympathetic, but Coach, your thoughts on the Braves?
I guarantee you it's tweaks they need to make. Maybe, and I hate to say this, maybe the link to Snickers growing might have woke him up and he might start managing better. I don't know. I see they got the World Series hero, one of them, Rosario, back. They picked him up. So I don't know what he got left in the tank, but it can't be any worse than Duval right now, who is much better bench player than a starter. And Michael Harris, you need to hurry up and go start running sprints or something so you can hurry up and get back.
Man, how long he gonna be out?
I talked to his dad. He said it's aggravating. That his injury is aggravating, but he should be back soon, hopefully. So
That's who we need on the show, his dad.
For sure. Let's see this. The president said Red sounded more depressed than Wesley Snipes' tax return. Anthony said wild card at best for the Braves. What's up, Horace? Glad you were able to tune in. Hope
Hey,
you
Joe.
got your gym time in, and thanks for showing up last week. Horace also said he had time to panic about the Braves. Joe Black says it's time to replace Snicker. Anthony Corr said he needs a Snicker. We got that break. Horace said, yes, I agree, Rev. Loss of Young hurt more than we admit. Horace shared 15 hits for the Fields last night. Winston said this was tough. Okay, you're talking about the death. Wallace Smith said it's not Snicker fault that the players are not hitting like they were last year.
I'm just saying, we know they're not hitting, but just because your offense not. I mean, lots of teams don't hit every game, but you need your manager to be able to figure out a way to get you wins, even whether the offense or the pitching doing. Look, Snicker is not that manager. He's not a Joe Madden or a Craig Counsell, or he's not even an Aaron Boone. I mean, he can't get any wins unless he has complete health through his roster. Look what he's done in the last few years when the roster's been healthy. That's why we've been on this little streak we've been on. Anytime we have injuries, we look mediocre and like uncompetitive. And Snicker, I think his run just is about up, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm ready for a new voice in the Braves locker room.
Bring back Ron. Bring back Ron.
Yeah, right. We let him go to the Angels, and he ain't doing that. We should have kept Ron Washington so we could have replaced it with him.
Well, here's the thing: as a baseball manager, which is another name for a coach, you got to make adjustments. So, like when the Braves are compromised with their talented lineup, and you got people like Forrest Wall, and you got these other two guys who can't hit.
They don't need to be started.
Like, why don't we go back to basic baseball, advance the runner with bunts and stuff like that?
Lord. Oh,
God.
God.
You can't hit the long ball. You know, I mean, you got to change your style of play. When you don't have that star-studded lineup like you normally have on offense. They were playing with like 3 guys who were replacement players, and you up there still playing like you got the full roster. You got to make adjustments. You got to change. You got to do like, hit and run every now and then. You got to play basic small ball sometimes. And that's where
at least Bobby Cox could manage us to some wins without talent.
Right. You can't manage like you still have Ronald Acuna Jr. at the time type of your lineup. Like you got Michael Harris batting 9th. You don't have that luxury anymore. So you got to make adjustments, and Snicker just sits up there looking like Blooper, the Braves mascot, just not doing nothing.
Zach Short and Forrest Wall, like they all-star players do. Bobby Cox, when some no-name would come up the bat, he would automatically take the bat out of his hand. No, you gonna bunt to get me to my 3-run homer guy or my big bat. I ain't letting you do nothing. And Sticker, like you say, he's still managing like he has a home run hitter at every spot. And that's not how it is. The Zach Shorts and the Forrest Walls, they shouldn't even be in the lineup. And Duvall every day.
Major leagues. That's for
right.
I don't know how they made it to the major leagues.
I rather have some. I rather bring up some other guys in the minor league. Let's see anybody. Who is this shortstop that we got down there? Let's bring him up.
Yeah. And speaking of shortstop, Arcia ain't doing much this year, even though he just got off the injured list. He fooled us. He's not doing much.
His contract ain't that big, so we can get rid of his.
Not true.
Then we already seen the best of Ozuna this year because he now hitting that lull like he did last year at the beginning of the season in 2023. So now we
hope that, man.
He carried the Braves the first half, but now that Joker is looking like some pure trash right now. All right.
Nacho. Bring up Nacho.
He said Horace said we need to win. We need to with that 2021 that's over. AA really needs to get in his bag. Anthony Corey said change the lineup. This is funny right here. Get Jabu from Major League. The president said they need members for the Wheat Street Baptist Church back asphalt lot baseball team of 1994. We're a lot tougher. That's funny. Wallace Smith said the players do have to hit to win games, and this year the pitching and bullpen are playing better this year, and the only one that's hitting good right now is Ozuna. He's not hitting good right now. He was hitting good.
Yeah. Austin Riley, he's the only one here right now.
Yeah. Austin Riley is picking up now. Ozuna, we're about a month from when he was doing well. A good month now.
I hope he don't start drinking again.
Oh, Lord. All right, gentlemen. The VP said railroads of the Braves don't do better. I will be telling you there's no crime in baseball.
Man, I'm about to start getting ready for my Bulldogs and Falcons, man. So
tell Arcia to sit down. Bring up Nacho Alvarez from Gwinnett.
Oh, I wonder when you kept saying Nacho. I kept saying, what am I talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'd rather bring up whoever we got in the minor league that's hitting right now. That's why I wish we had Tamar Johnson on our team, because, man, and Alex, you're going to have to do good in this draft, man, because we need to stop letting you get away with our farm system being trash. That's on you too now. You still got to draft good. Even though the product you put on the show, you still got to draft good. That's part of your job too, man.
So does Nacho have some pop in his back, Coach?
Yes, sir, he does. Yes, sir. Solid fielder. He on a tear for Gwinnett right now. Get him while he hot.
That's what I want to see. I want to see it. Give me a hot rookie sensation coming up. That's what I need to see. That's gonna put some life into the team right there. But Snit won't know. Man, like I say, I just don't trust my manager right now. But I would love to see Nacho Alvarez, right?
Yep. Rev, I go back to what you said. What happened to the old school baseball? Like you said, bunting runners over and all that stuff. It seems like they don't even want to do it.
I thought Snit would have learned from Bobby Cox. He ain't learned that much. Because Bobby could win. Bobby could win with an inferior team. Man, come on, Rev. You know some of them teams in the 90s that won divisions. If they had another manager or been in another division, they wouldn't even have won. We won a lot in the 90s with some inferior teams.
Yep. Who doesn't like
Anthony, you need to worry about the hospital situation. Who doesn't like
hot nachos?
All right, man. Let's go to our 5 for 5 segment real quickly. And thanks, Rev, for giving us our Braves report. We got 5 topics.
I guess that woke me up.
This is our time where we have 5 hot topics for 5 for 5, where we talk about them for at least 5 minutes. Red and Coach will have 1 minute to talk about the topic, 45 seconds single screen, 15 seconds group screen. If they go over that minute, they will get muted. While they are talking, Reverend Knight Nation, feel free to chime in and we'll read your comments after they have shared their respective minutes. All right, here we go. Let me do what I know the VP is about to post, as he already posted.
Yeah, cue the
Lunas. And there we go. The cue is on. All right, we got Lunas queued up. We're ready to talk 5 for 5. Gentlemen, get ready as we talk. Hopefully I can get to my comments. There we go. Let's get ready to go. First topic, Cowboys drama. Dak is injured. It's been reported that he's in a walking boot. What says you, Red, as you start 5 for 5?
Go. Cowboys, I know y'all just so ready to get this season started. And as soon as it gets started, it can be over with. And you still have all these decisions you got to make. So blame Jerry. He's the reason for this. He the one player setting everybody's contract to be up at the same time. And now y'all going into a win it all season, win or else season. And guess what? It's probably going to be or else, okay? Because I don't think nobody picked the Cowboys to win it all this season. So guess what? There are more dramatic days on the horizon in Dallas. Soap opera continues. These are the days of our lives.
Coach, what you got?
Jerry Jones, as long as he the owner, the Cowboys will continue to flounder in great regular season, terrible postseasons. He thinks he wants to be the coach. So that means Mike McCarthy, this is your year. If you don't do it this year, it's over for you. And then Jerry will probably be the coach, and he'll be down on the sideline with his cowboy hat on trying to make plays. I don't know what's going to happen. Dak Prescott, greatest quarterback during the regular season.
All right, let's see what Reverend Knight Nation has to say. The vice president says Dak's ego is bruised more than he's injured. He's the overrated playoff QB. Wallace Smith says Dak will be ready when training camp starts. The president said he's dealing with ankle soreness The same one fractured grand opening, grand closing. Anthony Corey says Cowboys then had a boot on that team. Dakota just dressing for the part. Jameson Black from Joe Black said this is Dak's last year in Dallas. All right, let's move on. I ain't got much to add. We'll move on to the next topic. Is Hard Knocks, or it should be, has Hard Knocks become old news? Let me make that adjustment real quickly. Has Hard Knocks become old news? Coach, it's on you. 3, 2, 1. Go with it, Coach.
Hard Knocks is almost as bad as the Madden curse on the cover. Every time somebody's on Hard Knocks, they struggle and they have a terrible year, and all the stuff they talk about bring the team down, divide the team, whatever it does. Hard Knocks is a waste of time. HBO just trying to make money. Cut the show.
Red, what you got, man?
Yeah, I agree. You keep having all these rip-offs. And if you're not gonna, first of all, you got Hard Knocks doing the off season with the Giants, and then you're gonna come with training camp Hard Knocks with the Bears, and then you're gonna have an in season Hard Knocks. And personally, if you're not gonna be showing players getting cut, the most dramatic thing about the show, what are you gonna have a show for? I could care less what's going on behind the scenes of the Chicago Bears, what's going on behind the scenes of the offseason with the Giants. I want to see players getting cut. I want to see all that hard work, and they got to pick up their playbook, come to the coach's office and say, dog it, dang, they didn't make the team. But anyway, that is the dramatic part of the story. So why are you taking that away? I have no idea. But all these different in-season Hard Knock shows, like Coach said, it's really getting watered down and soft. HBO just looking to make a buck off one of their used to be famous TV shows that they changed up for no good reason, and now ain't worth a you know what. Goodbye, Hard Knocks. Done with you.
Wow, Red is done with Hard Knocks. Okay. Let's see if Revenite Nation is chiming in on Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks, the president says, has become the sports version of NFL teams need to refuse to do Hard Knocks. VP says Peyton's QB show on Netflix is way better. It's a hard knock life for the teams that choose to participate. I'm out. Anthony Corey said, I didn't even know it was still on. Wow. That's a huge indictment on Hard Knocks.
You know you see those HBO commercials after. Stop acting.
All right. On to the next topic, and this is something that we don't normally talk about, but it is noteworthy. And here it is. The U.S. men's soccer team doesn't qualify for the Olympics. Red, what do you have to say about this soccer topic?
Wow, yeah, I know who's doing soccer and Olympic topics, but man, the soccer team, our team, U.S. team, don't qualify for the Olympics. That's not good. I know that's not gonna fly. So whoever the coach is for the U.S. men's team, I doubt he'll be the coach much longer. And as far as the players we got, man, we're gonna spend the next 4 years trying to recruit the best of the best soccer players to play on this team, because they probably got Major League Soccer, MLS, and some of these big time soccer leagues prepare to have some of your players coach, because no way the U.S. is going to accept not making the Olympics in the next 4 years for the next Olympics. So I don't know what went wrong this time, but I can promise you, the United States, we won't sit for this. You think we're going to stand for being mediocre? We're not going to even make the Olympic team? No way. So like I say, it's going to be lots of jobs in jeopardy, and it's probably going to be a lot of new faces around next time around. Yeah. So, we're not going to stand for this.
Coach, what you got, man?
You got Greg Burkhalter, who's the head coach, and they're meeting next week to decide if he's going to stay. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's not going to be there next year. When you lose to a team like Uruguay, name, a team, a country that some people can't even spell or pronounce, your team is in serious trouble. You're supposed to be a powerhouse in soccer, and you lose to Uruguay. Come on, man. You ain't got a chance. That man is gone. They're going to fire him, and they're going to retool this thing. Because one thing they said a team lacked was discipline, which means they didn't listen to him at all. So he's gone. The U.S. is embarrassed. And maybe the U.S. women can bring back the gold since they're going.
All righty. Let's see what Revenite Nation has to add to what Coach and Red have already said. Let's see. Oh, man, we got some soccer attention right here. The president said, unlike the soccer team from Colombia, they will at least avoid a squad. Anthony Corey said the women's team was a better watch anyway. Kids not playing soccer anymore.
Oh, Anthony, way off.
Yeah,
way
brother.
off.
The kids are moved. Those middle class kids, especially black kids, they're moving away from football to play soccer. Matter of fact, my cousin, who just signed with Ohio State, his little sister is playing for a national team at 11 years old. She's on her way. Yeah. U.S. men's soccer team has been trashed since Landon Donovan retired. They've been an embarrassment for years. Jerry says the men's U.S. soccer team needs to be replaced with the women's U.S. team. They need to cut their pay and give it to the women. Anthony Corey said, we football, baseball, basketball, soccer, so the ladies can wear the yoga pants. It's almost... The VP said even though the women's team is more popular than the men's team, for some reason they continue to prop up those suckers for bad performances. Our men tend to lose the ice. They don't even have to. Wow. VP adds, give the women's team the proceeds for the men's team coffers. They've earned it for the last couple of decades.
Oh, Lord, Iceland.
Oh, wow. All right, gentlemen, we're going back to basketball. Klay Thompson leaving the Warriors. What do you think about his legacy as a Golden State Warrior? And how should the Golden State Warriors be feeling after Klay left them dry? Your thoughts, Coach?
Well, the Warriors, I'm just Steph Curry probably in a corner right now. Like I said, getting ready to eat some Subway sandwiches because he just sitting there shaking. My boy is gone, and we kept Draymond. Really? We kept Draymond over Klay. A man that came, the heart and soul of the team in Draymond. But you're going to get rid of a man that can score you 30, maybe 30 on some nights, at least 20 on other nights for a guy who punched his own teammate. But you're going to keep him on the team. Warriors, your championship window is not closed. It's bolted down, shut, and they put a fence around it, whatever, because y'all are done. Y'all not going anywhere.
All right, Coach has spoken. What says you, Red? Go.
Well, his legacy is intact no matter what. I mean, days even after he left, they still talking moments after he left. They talking about retiring his number, him coming back and having his jersey hung up, and just thinking about all the life after ball activities regarding and stuff. So I don't think the Warriors have any feelings to him. How he feels about them, well, he's probably a little upset that they failed to take care of him. How he felt they should have took care of him. And look at how they took care of Draymond Green, with the background the coach just described. So he's probably having a few feelings about that. But they did offer him a contract that he rejected at the end of the last season. But like I said, I guess he felt that contract wasn't sufficient enough for what he felt like he has done for the team. So Klay rejected the contract. They decided they wasn't going to offer another. Probably a little. I don't think the Warriors have any ill feelings towards Klay, but like I said, it's probably a little bad blood right now on both sides. But in time, I think it'll calm down. And hey, like I said, they got 4 rings, man. You can't look bad on that. Nothing lasts forever.
All right, The president says that's like New Edition Kick It Out Loud. Keep it Bobby. Anthony Corey says the Warriors been messing up. Drop Poole, left Clay, drop CP3, Looney, they last hope. And that's the Warriors tune these days. Golden State was in their name. New name. Okay, used to be. Was in their new name. All right. The VP says Mavs still not going to win anything. They need another LBJ team to blow a series lead against them. Clay still getting paid. Not mad at the Barge Senior. All right. Gentlemen, because we made some audibles, I'm about to throw this one at you real quickly for our last topic, and you'll be able to talk. Jason Tatum signs record contract extension, 5 years, $315 million. What says you read? Go.
Not much, I hope. I really not a fan of Jason Tatum, but the man, he earned the contract. I'm not gonna say he did. Jason, my man, the team, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown. Don't laugh at me, man. If Jaylen Brown got the contract he got, then Jason Tatum definitely earned $300 million contract. But according to Jason Tatum, he's not gonna even spend the money right now. So probably just gonna sit in the bank and escrow and be up for that son and future generations. Because according to him, all he spends is endorsement money contract. I guess his mom manages his finances. That's good and bad. I hope you can keep an eye on your money, Jason Tatum, because not saying your mom is greedy or crook, but hey, money is the beginning, is the root of all evil. So just always keep up with your money. Make sure you know no kind of missing chunks. We saw what happened with Otani and his financial manager. So, but other than that, you earned your money, and I can't hate on the contract extension that you earned.
Coach, what you got?
Good move. I mean, it was expected he was going to sign, get the big contract extension, and then it helped that the Celtics won the championship. That team is intact until I think about 2027. So, hey, smart move. Don't waste any time. You got him and Derek White. You got locked all of them up. So the Celtics are going to be good for the next few years. So, hey, smart move.
Coach says smart move. Let's see what Revenite Nation has to add in terms of that particular signing. R says congrats, JT. The VP says well-earned $63 million. Annual well-earned, young sir. VP also says as long as JB and Drew are there, it will be well worth on office. Anthony Corey says big mistake. Tatum is not that guy.
Huh?
Well, I can see which side he's coming from. Let's let me get the person. I ain't mad at him. Kudos to his mom for looking out for him. All right, let me drop the music. Let's have a little conversation since we got a little time. Take Drew Holiday off the team. Take Jaylen Brown off the team. Put your average NBA players, and you have a core of, let's say, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford. Do you feel real confident that Jason Tatum could lead that team to a championship?
No.
Well, on the flip side, would you say the same thing about Jaylen Brown if you did that?
I don't think we look at Jaylen Brown in the same vein as we look at Jason Tatum. Even though he was the Finals MVP, Jason Tatum has always had more accolades than Jaylen Brown. Yeah. Jason Tatum was looked upon to be the franchise player. So that's why I'm starting with Jason Tatum. If Jaylen Brown's not his sidekick, do you think Jason Tatum could carry a Celtics team on his back.
No, yeah. No, real. You know how I feel about Tatum ever since we had that delicious meal at the hotel. You know how I feel about him.
When he went crazy on your Tar Heels.
Yeah, he cooked them pretty bad. And I ain't begrudging no man to get his money, but I mean that is common sense. That would go with a lot of big time contracts and big time players. They can't do it by themselves.
Yeah, see, like I'm all in favor of these guys getting their money, and the NBA has a lot of money. If you're like an average ball player, you can get paid. But when you start paying people like Tatum, is he worth $60 million? You know, like when Franz Wagner getting paid $40 million. I mean,
Right. Now that's the contract I didn't get.
it's like, what in the world is going on here? I'm all for these guys making their money, but it's starting to get like Paul George at this juncture in his career making $50 million. I mean, it's like, what are we doing here? But you know, the basketball economics.
I swear he got more money going to the Sixers than he did the Clippers.
Right, exactly, and that's why he wound up with the Sixers, because they gave him that 4th year where he can make an additional $50 million. You know, so to Anthony's point, if you just look at the contract and Tatum, we have not seen Tatum put the team on his back. We have seen Tatum be a good combo with Jaylen Brown.
Right.
You know, and some could argue Jaylen Brown's contract is a little high. You know, when you look at it, because I think he's making like 40 some odd million, 50 million, something like that. But the reality is Tatum, without his sidekick, I don't know if he's worth 60 million. I don't know if he can put a team on his back. That's why I have to pause and say Anthony Corey's on to something with saying that. He goes on to say Brown was the one pushing the team. We'll say in the playoffs. Now they strap. Winston says Tatum can't carry that team on his back. He has to have a Brown to ease the load. Tatum would be a taller Lillard if it wasn't for Brown. He's not worth his contract, but a ring eases the checkbook for sure. And Corey said they got to spend the money, but on one basket, nuts. Hawks ain't even paying Trae Young half that, and we can't afford anybody. Well, we don't have those guys who made all NBA either. That's why they get these contracts that the Celtics could sign them to. Yeah. But anyway, this is off the record as we get ready to end the show. What are your thoughts about the Celtics owners thinking about selling the team right after they win a championship?
You ever heard of a boat called the Titanic?
Uh-huh.
There you go. They done spent all that money. Now they ready to jump off now and go give it to somebody else for their problems. That's their problem. They ready to get rid of it. Like,
yeah,
bye-bye.
Because you're paying Tatum 60, Jaylen Brown 50. You signed Derek White to 30. You got Drew Holiday making 30. I don't blame the owners. Like, look, we don't want a championship. That means the value of the team has increased.
Bye-bye.
So strike while the iron is hot. They'll probably get what if the Charlotte Hornets sold for $3 billion, right?
Yeah.
Imagine what the Celtics gonna sell for. So I can't be mad at the Celtics owners saying, "Look, now is the time." As they say, timing is everything. All right, let's get ready to close this bad boy out, man. We always close it out with "You have the right." So, who wants at it first? Who has the right to do what, when, where, and how?
Caitlin Clark, you have the right to get yourself back into the Rookie of the Year race by having a good game against the Liberty and playing good ball, because Reese is starting to make her run to pull away. So, Clark, I know you got more. I know you got plenty of games left. Just halftime, halfway through the season, but you got to make the run to keep the contest going.
All right. Red, who has the right to what, when, where, how?
Braves rookie Spencer Schuenbach, who's getting the ball today. Dude, you got a right to prove that you actually belong up here in the show. I keep don't understand why they keep giving you the ball, but for some reason you must be doing something off the field, something, or maybe doing practice that's giving them a reason to give you the ball. But dude, we need a win today. And I know it's against the Phillies. I hate to put it all on you, little rookie, but we're gonna need you to go 5 or 6 today. No earned runs. Can you not give up a run today? Can you actually go have a scoreless outing today? And then let's see if the bats will wake up a little bit. And the Braves backs, you got the right to wake up a little bit. You woke up a little last night with 6 runs, homers by Ozuna, homers by Albies, homers by Riley, but it was a little too late. So we're gonna need you to start off the game with the offense that we had last year. And Schuenbach, prove that you belong to be a part of this Braves rotation. Come on now, Braves. Season is getting a little late now. All-Star game next week, and we need to see that we belong in this playoff run. So let's go, Braves. You got a right to win today. Let's do it, Schuenbach.
And I'm going to build on my dope moment. Riley Pettyjohn, my little cousin, you had the right to ball out your senior year in high school and be ready to ball out when you attend the Ohio State University, playing in the Big Ten beginning in the 2025 season. I'm proud of you. Do what you got to do just to be the best that you can be and make our family proud. Big ups to you, Riley, and I'm praying for you, brother. All right. Let me see. Revenite Nation got some You Have the Rights. They've been joining us. Let's see. Anthony Corey said, WNBA, you got the right to explore a video game. They actually are on a video game, Anthony.
Yeah, they're on
NBA 2K. They got the men on one side and the women on the other side. They've been on NBA 2K since, 2020, 2021?
Yeah. I can't wait to play this new version with Angel and Caitlin, because I actually might play with them.
Exactly. You're right about that, Red. So now I'm going to have to buy 2K25.
Yeah, Red, you got to get the new version. Yeah, you're going to have to get the new version so you can play with Angel and Caitlin, Red.
Well, I'm going to play with Caitlin. I ain't a big fan of Angel. No, I'm just playing. All right. Anthony Corey also says Hawks got the right to get a real center and trade Clint Capella.
Well, you had it, right?
Not Capella.
Capella. Oh, that's
you
a good
got one in the draft, but you decided to be scared and draft some guy that nobody never heard
of. Anthony also says Falcons got a right to try to find a corner. Weston says Bronny has the right to show that he could have made the league without his last name, which I truly believe he will become a great glue player. And Yankees have the right to start winning again. Boy, they've been on a downward spiral for sure.
4-13.
Yeah,
and they last 2 games.
The president said, I have the right to hear more serious sports topic on the show, cornhole, horseshoe, and dolphin surfing. The president also says, Braves, you have the right to right the ship and keep your coach from getting dinged down below. Horace says, AA, you have the right to go in your bag to get this team back on track. And he's referring to the Atlanta Braves. That's some good stuff, man. That's some good. You have the rights. And thank y'all so much for tuning in to episode 334 of the Red and Rare Sports Show. To my co-host, Red and Coach, glad to be back with y'all again another week. Looking forward to next week as we will have episode 335. Winston said 4 wins in their past 18 games. They're going to cut it, referring to the Yankees. President said now it's time to go to the Bats Spelunking Tournament in Mammoth Cave, Kentucky in a Batman costume. Boy, you must have your own jet going from Texas to Kentucky. Winston said great stuff, fellas.
Thomas, are you driving around in that Madden cruiser? Thomas got his own cruiser.
Thanks so much, each and every one of you all, for tuning in to the Red and Red Sports Show. We'll be back next week. Same Facebook page, same YouTube channel, giving you real sports talk, because we are real sports fans who are real sports athletes who have real sports knowledge. Peace and love to everybody. Have a great week this week.